So Reddit has been, I guess, almost in a clandestine way, been used as a search engine through Google as a proxy. And I find this really interesting because I've been doing this for years. Let me tell you guys how I do it. Um, so a few years ago, 3 years ago, I was searching Google for something, solution, whatever. And I couldn't find it. I think I was working in IT. I couldn't figure it out. And I put Reddit at the end of my query on Google. And the
Yeah.
first thing I clicked, the first link to Reddit was the solution. And I'd never thought about using Reddit as a source of, I guess, as an engine, because Google is really good at crawling. Reddit search fucking sucks. It's the worst. It is so bad. And
Weirdly bad.
it kind of opened my eyes to this, and I just started doing this for every opinion I wanted. I'd put Reddit at the end. I'd look through a few threads.
Every opinion you want. That okay?
Well, it could be
how
a
you
solution.
shape your worldview.
Reddit,
It could
tell
be
me
a
what to
solution.
think.
It could be a
Hey, Reddit.
solution to a problem.
Reddit.
It could be something I want to buy, and I want real
What's happening in
people to tell
Ukraine
me.
right now?
Shut
Reddit?
up. God.
Is cryptocurrency good? Reddit?
Is Peter Lowe dumb? Reddit.
That Peter
Enter.
Lowe?
That our Peter Lowe. So I think that there, it's
I'm wearing
not
a shirt
bullshit.
today, by the way. I want you guys to note that I am wearing.
Oh, you are really tall right now.
You're gonna
I'm very
lose the
tall.
audience. That people come for the Peter Lowe t-shirts.
Yeah,
True.
well, they're coming for the
You
shirts
just
now.
shat the bed.
Ah, come on, shirt. Look, I'm important. I'm wearing
Who
a
are you
shirt.
showing off for, Peter?
I want you to show me some respect, guys. This
What?
Oh boy. Oh boy. So at any rate, this is nothing new. Like you said, John, you've been doing this for years. Google is a good search engine. I remember doing this for like Stack Overflow when I was a programmer.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of times I'll like site search. Most sites have lousy search engines. Reddit's the example in this case. But you can type the URL of a website and then your keywords, and Google will return its results from that site. Like it's super
its
useful
crawler.
to use Google that way.
Yes.
I guess in that regard, it is bullshit for sure, because Google is really good at crawling, like I said. So you could do this, like Mike said, for anything. But now,
I think if we could talk about one of the aspects of the article, which was that a lot of the top results that are coming from Google these days are rubbish. A lot of them are promoted or paid, or if you don't block ads, which you should, the top 5 or 6 can just be literally promoted.
a whole page. Yeah.
And even even after the actual paid results are spam bots and spam farms that are just filled with sponsored content that's just not relevant to what you're trying to look for.
Yeah.
And it's because Google is trying to be more clever and trying to monetize itself, I guess. And it's a slippery slope.
I'm not sure that that's right, Peter. I think two things are happening. Google does prioritize good content. They want people to find what they're looking for. I think the bad side of that is marketers are gaming the system to trick Google into giving them those higher rankings. I don't fault Google for that. I think Google actively takes steps on the search engine side to get people the right results.
But Google's turning their cheek the other way for this to be abused. They know what's happening. On this article, and like you said, the marketers are abusing their system so that they can get ahead of the curve.
I don't think Google's turning the other cheek. I think Google.
Then they're not
I don't think they're
solving
turning their averting their eyes. I think Google is actively trying to get people to create good content and not let marketers abuse this.
Yeah, but they're doing a shitty job of it.
I totally disagree.
Well,
Google
has
such a monopoly on the search engine that you say, I will Google this, and we are all at fault here. We are all doing this. I just Googled it. This is part of my vocab. I do not say, I queried this on a search engine. No, I say I Googled it. What do you mean that's okay?
Yeah,
you don't say you DuckDuckGo'd it.
No, I didn't duck it, And even DuckDuckGo tried to come up with their own little thing where they're like, oh, just bang it. And what they mean by that is like, you can, I'm not even kidding. You can attach bangs to your search on DuckDuckGo
Uh-huh.
with exclamation point G, exclamation point
Surely
Y.
just duck it would be better, right?
No, just bang it.
Just bang it or duck
Just
it.
bang it. Just
duck it
bang it on
hard.
DuckDuckGo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking ducked that bang. I banged the duck, you know?
So what would it look like for Google to take this seriously?
Nothing. They don't care.
No, but that's not his
if
question.
they were going to try to lock this down and not let people game the system,
Right.
what is their option?
So let me ask you
They
this.
release
If
updates
you
that
have-
hurt marketers because they find that people are gaming the system and they try to
Right, but it can
stop
hurt
that.
users as well. If I go on the second page of a search, it'll be like ffff.xyj, and then the article, if we can call it that, is going to be just keywords of shit that I searched.
Okay. But you're blaming
all they're
Google for
doing
that.
is
Like,
just-
what can Google do?
Well, Google shouldn't push me to that.
That's sorry, Mike, but that's such a question is like do better.
It feels a bit.
They have
I feel like
a
that's
company-
literally the answer.
Google, as a marketer, I have to deal with this. I am trying to game the system, and Google keep making it harder for me. That's why I try to what is it that you want them to do? No, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying
so hard to do my marketing
No.
job because Google is making it harder to
you
game
can't
the
have
system.
it both ways, though. You're telling me they're not doing anything, and then you're making fun of me for saying that they are doing something.
No,
what
but
I'm
they're
telling
not doing
you
enough.
is, as a marketer, they're
your
doing
job
stuff.
should be harder.
Yeah, but
they're making the
just
job
not as good
harder.
as
That's
people
what I'm
who are
saying.
doing-
So it should be even harder.
Yeah,
Is what I'm saying. It should be near impossible.
Okay,
the
great.
results should not be. I shouldn't have to type Reddit at the end of my search.
Right.
If you are the single best search engine on earth, and I have to use a different site to get my answers, but the only reason I use you is because your crawler is actually good, not your results.
Yeah, I think you're trying to have it both ways. Google. So here's the other side of it: is that Google Google wants to serve content, and Reddit does actually create good content.
At times.
Well, to the extent that they're getting good traffic from Google for it.
Yeah, to the extent that you put Reddit at the end of your search engines. Okay, the search queries.
Sure, in this context, yes.
And this is what people want to find, and they're getting to it.
But no, you see that is a
If anything, the indictment is on other content creators where people are going to Google and say, I don't want I don't want news sites, I don't want blogs, I want Reddit.
No, false. If I Google how to restart my computer, and the top 10 results aren't just instructions on how to restart my computer, and I have to add Reddit to the end, I'm not at fault, and Reddit is not at fault. It is Google's fault. Google should be serving me the results I need. Otherwise, they failed as a search engine.
Wow, that is like a level of entitlement.
But I am expecting this tool to work as advertised.
But you're also expecting the people who create that content to think about it the same way you do.
I do. I'm kind of on John's side here.
I guess.
What do you mean?
Like I can't even. If I do 100 Google searches a day, I don't find what I want like twice, 3 times. How often does this happen to you?
No way. This happens to me all the time. I don't want to say 1/3, but like maybe 1/3 of my searches do not make me happy.
I don't know.
That's an issue. That's a huge issue. Yeah. And I'm blocking ads. I am a veteran Googler. I've been Googling since Google was made. Like this is not new. And Google results,
some of my best friends are Googles.
I think you're looking at this the wrong way. I think the indictment is on Reddit for having a shit search engine. I don't think people are saying to Google,
but Reddit isn't a search engine.
Reddit has a shit search engine.
I know, but Reddit isn't a search engine. I should not have to use Reddit as a direct tool, right? I shouldn't have to add Reddit to the search query. I should search
but this is the
how
point.
to restart my computer.
But
Just
if
as
you
an
want,
example.
no. I'm saying if you want to find something on Reddit, you should be able to search
The
on Reddit.
only reason I am using Reddit is the only reason I'm using Reddit in my query, the word Reddit, is because Google is not serving me good enough results.
No. I totally disagree with that. What they're saying is people totally disagree with that.
This is good.
No, people are using
yeah.
Google as Reddit's search engine. They're using Google as the search engine for Reddit.
Correct, but that's not the problem. It's not that you're looking to search through Reddit.
Yeah, I think
I know what the article said, but again, the problem isn't that Reddit search is shit. The problem is that Google's search is shit. Okay, Google has again.
You're not going to sell me on that.
Google has a great crawler.
You're not going to sell me on that.
They have crawled everything and anything, but they are not curating it in a correct fashion. That is
to the
my
extent.
opinion.
You know what I do? So here's how to fix a computer.
Okay,
right?
but like,
So
sure.
So I changed.
But you're using Brave, and you're using Brave, and you're using an ad blocker.
This is my point. Well, what? So now you're talking about the paid results, or are we talking about the organic search results?
Well, you're a marketer, and your whole
you're moving the goalpost. You're moving the goalpost.
Not at all.
If your complaint is that Google's showing me paid ads that are irrelevant to my search, okay, people are paying for that. They can put whatever they want there. If you're telling me that the organic search results are being gamed, also true. If you're telling me that the organic search results suck and aren't giving people what they need, you've completely lost me.
Huh.
Completely lost me. So if you search.
Well, okay. I'll go back to the original. So this happened. I'm, let's say, working on an MDM, and I need the MDM to deploy a certain piece of software. And I have no idea where to start. So I search the MDM name, and I search the piece of software. Okay, this is a real life scenario. This happened. This is not just some dumb example. Nothing shows up.
Okay.
Literally nothing shows up. I cannot find. It's just sending me bullshit articles. Not the like a about me from the MDM itself. Just zero logic behind the results. I add Reddit to the end and I find my solution. How is that? How is that a good search engine? How is Google doing what they're supposed to? I shouldn't have to add Reddit to the search engine. Or search query, excuse me.
I guess I hear you that you shouldn't have to direct. So if the best result is on Reddit, then Google should know that.
Should tell me to go to Reddit.
Fair enough.
Why are they actively not showing me the one solution to the problem?
So now you're moving into conspiracy that Google is omitting Reddit unless you ask explicitly.
No, because I actually think, I don't think so. I think it's just how many of these things were clicked, and the Reddit one was not clicked as much, so it's not going to make that relevant, even though the top 5 articles that they're pushing me don't even have one of the keywords.
Yeah, it makes sense to me, especially for such a niche search as that.
Right. That's just the reason I brought that one up specifically, is it's just the latest issue I've had. This was 2 days ago. That's why I was
not buying
I love
this
article.
Widespread thing.
It's definitely a widespread thing.
Far issue. Outside of my personal experience. And I Google all day long.
Well, maybe you need to widen. You just need to widen your search view
for obscure MDMs or whatever the fuck they are.
Actually, the largest MDM used, but it's fine. You know, what do I know?
Well, that we can agree on.
All right, we'll agree to disagree. We'll come back to this when Google fails. So never.
All right, deal.